We always cooked with a wood stove.
And we had used those black irons that you set on the stove.
Well, I grew up just kerosene lamps.
I was teaching 1 year in a one-room school, and we did not have electricity.
When I first turned the lights on for the very first time, it made me realize that there was a different world out there, a world of easy reading, because it sure wasn't easy with a lamp. Getting a lamp globe cleaned was not easy. Sometimes I spit on it so it would be a little bit thicker and brighter.
So I can remember going into the room and turning on a switch. Well, Daddy told me to. He said, now you can turn on that switch. And I did. And there were lights. You know, that was amazing. Well, we were taught to use a 40-watt bulb. And of course it was on a cord hanging down from the ceiling. And then someone told us, you know, you can see a lot better if you put a 60-watt bulb in there. And we did, but we knew that that was going to make the bill a little more.
You can't realize in Kentucky, in rural Kentucky, how scarce money was.
When I was a senior in high school, I was part of a small group that were prepared to go around from one-room school to another to demonstrate the use of electricity, because none of our one-room schools had electricity at that time. We had a new vocabulary. It was a mystery. There were many people we talked to who were afraid a little bit of it.
Well, the advantages of electricity were just so numerous, you know, on the farm equipment, but it changed the lives at the barn, at the milking machines, and it was dramatic, the differences it made. Alice is on the computer most of the day.
That's a little bit misleading, because I do use it some. But we have had children living in different parts of the world. One of our sons was living in a place, and we just couldn't converse with him until we could have it with our computer. And the electricity, of course, made it all possible.
You can't imagine how much difference electricity made. It's hard to even say, because of the differences in how you could do things and the education that you could handle that electricity made possible.
The most important lesson that I think our children can take from the story of electricity coming to Kentucky would be the story of how people work together to make things happen, because that's what the co-op is. And not only to make things happen, but to see that the educational process is such that things can improve then on the current situation.